When I was a young child, I was sexually abused by someone that I know and that I trusted. Being that I was so young, I didn't have the vocabulary or words to be able to express or explain what had happened to me. So I just repeatedly told my mom, so-and-so pushed me off the bed, so-and-so pushed me off the bed, hoping that she would be able to understand what it was that I was explaining to her. Education is crucial to ending and preventing child abuse. Statistics show us that only 1 out of every 10 children that are being abused will make an outcry. That means that there are 9 children out there that are relying on adults to recognize the signs and symptoms, which is why Alliance for Children places such an importance on educating both children and adults. As a community educator, I spend probably about 95% of my time in schools in Tarrant County educating children on personal body safety through a program called PS It's My Body and internet safety through a program called NetSmarts. Both of those curriculums are unique and are tailored to every age level and grade level that we encounter, which is fantastic because children are hearing the message in a way that makes sense to them and using vocabulary that makes sense to them. And that way, if something is happening to them, they have the words to express it and they're not lost in translation. So our goal is to make sure that kids are being understood and heard if they do make an outcry. Not only do we want children to have this vocabulary, but we also want them to feel empowered to go and tell a trusted adult. And that's a really important part of the PS It's My Body program, and also NetSmarts is being able to tell a trusted adult and knowing who those trusted adults are. And a big piece of PS It's My Body is telling children that they are the boss of their body, they're in control of their body, and seeing children respond to that and take ownership of that is really, truly the best part of my job. Adult education is equally as important. If we're going into classrooms telling kids that they need to be telling a trusted adult, we need to make sure that those trusted adults are equipped with the tools to act responsibly and react responsibly if a child does talk to them and outcry to them. So a big important piece of the puzzle, as I mentioned earlier, is that adult education piece. And Stewards of Children is a phenomenal program. It takes this insurmountable issue, or an issue that seems kind of hard to overcome, like ending child abuse, and it condenses that whole issue down into 5 steps that anyone who interacts with a child can follow. And those 5 steps can help prevent child abuse and also help an adult recognize the signs and symptoms and be able to react responsibly. Education might seem like one of those things that only people that are parents need, but that's actually not true. Anyone that comes into contact with a child needs to be able to know the signs and symptoms and needs to be able to react responsibly if someone does outcry to them. It doesn't matter if you're a parent or a teacher or a youth leader or maybe even a grocery store worker that watches an interaction that happens in the store. You all need to be able to recognize these things and feel empowered to stand up and speak out if something is happening. The more that we talk about this issue, the more that kids know that they can talk about it. And that is crucial. We're giving kids a voice. And not only are we giving them the voice, but we're saying if you use it, we're going to understand what you're saying and we're going to be able to help you and we're ready and prepared. And I don't think there's any better gift or more important topic and conversation for us to be having. My name is Carol and I'm a community educator at Alliance for Children.